all of us are learning during COVID times. Whenever we talk to an audience, in the normal days, the parameter is to look at the size of the audience and their faces. In COVID times, when we can't look at their faces and the size of the audience, the best parameter is look at how many participants have left the discussion. And I'm happy to share that even after an hour, if 87 participants are still there with us, I must thank both Vijay and Sudakshana that you have brought some real value to this entire discussion. And now, Sudakshana, may I request you to share your views about the attitude and skills which are going to help these students in the coming days. Over to you, Sudakshana.
Yes, so quickly from my side, um, not just in the coming days, but also otherwise as well. One of the things, that attitude that I always value in team members and people coming joining us is ability and the and maybe the willingness to understand details. So going to be ready for the grind. A lot of you and many of you will get into sales roles. And when I say, because the revenue earning roles are the ones which are mostly open for organizations, and you'll probably get hired in those roles. And there, when you get into those roles, you have to be ready for grind. If it means doing the last 10-mile work, if it means doing some repetitive work, understanding business just ground up, that's one of the biggest thing that I think behavior I expect. The other thing that I expect in terms of a behavior is, and I mentioned it earlier, that please come in with a sense of contribution and responsibility. Nobody is waiting for you to kind of spoon feed you. Nobody is waiting, and you're not indispensable to the organization. Although we really value the new batch which comes in, the new hires who come in, because you're the fresh eyes. You're bringing in a lot more energy, lot more thought processes. But saying that, you also need to come in with a sense of responsibility and sense of contribution. That what is it that I want to do? So it's the expectation of always having a very cushy and cushiony job is not going to kind of work, and more so in the months ahead, because it's going to be slightly tough. Economic recovery is going to take time. All of us are hearing about it. We are sensing it as individually in our organizations. So despite all these constraints, as Vijay was referring to, how are you able to contribute? How are you finding opportunities to contribute is something that that would always be called upon. Yeah. So that's from my side, Subrat.
Thanks a lot, Vijay. Thanks a lot, Sudakshana. Just another question, and I'm just popping it up for everyone, and then we'll be opening it for question and answer. I just have a query. Who is more comfortable with online meetings, online workshops, online webinars in your family? You or your parents? I repeat, who is more comfortable with online meetings, webinars, workshops in your family? You or your parents? Okay, I can see all we. Go ahead, go ahead. A lot of you have, some of you have raised your hands, except for one case of parents. Generally, I see the case of we, and we. And there's a reason why I asked you. That when you talk about the COVID times, look at it from the perspective of that there is a silver lining. All those who are presently working in the corporate world, they all have been used to working in a certain way. And for them to get used to the new way of working, it involves the dual process of unlearning and then relearning. And one thing which does not change is the resistance to change. I'm pretty sure that all those who are working, they will find it not so easy to change to the new way of working. And that is where I think that the newcomers in the organizations, the students like you, are going to have an edge, in the sense that this is going to be the new normal for you. This is going to be how the things anyway happen at workplace for you. And there is a silver lining, and that is why I personally feel, and Vijay and Sudakshana can correct me, that you have a great chance of making your mark in the corporate world. Obviously, if you go by the basics, and the expected learnings, what Vijaya and Sudakshina shared. Vijaya and Sudakshina, any views about that?
Absolutely, Subrat. I think you're right in the sense, and that's the power of the new generation. We're looking forward to them to come in and tell us new ways of collaboration. I think Vijaya spoke about collaboration as well. How do you collaborate effectively? How do you spend your time? How do you structure your time and use different tools to make things engaging as we are working from a distance? The only thing that I would say that the new generation and the new batch of students or all of you need to be mindful is there is a lot of clutter on the net. There is a lot of clutter, lot of noise, and I see the new generations sometimes can get distracted with it. So you have to be mindful to build in a certain discipline as you learn, as you get into a corporate world. Leverage your skills of social media, leverage your skills of technology, leverage your skills of adapting, learning things faster, yet also learn the skill of discipline, learn the skill of consistency, learn the skill of sticking onto something and building something which may be people senior to you or a generation senior to you. And as Subrat said, your parents might be learning, would be much more comfortable with it. I mean, there's a value in both, but definitely the new generation and all of us and all the new guys coming on board are supremely prepped up to face this new world.
Thanks, Sudakshina. Vijay, any views from you?
I completely resonate with what both you as well as Sudakshina said. We've heard of this concept called reverse mentoring. So of course mentoring is there. Reverse mentoring is when the younger or the less experienced individual mentors somebody who's a more seasoned professional. So as far as a lot of things that have been forced upon oldies like me, so to say, virtual working, collaboration tools, I very recently learned how to upload documents on Microsoft Teams. That just as an example. So you guys are far more equipped in use of these technologies, and this is where we seasoned professionals are actually looking at being reverse mentored by each of you, all of you, your generation, to make a workplace where you learn from us and we learn from you. So like Sudakshina mentioned, stay away from the clutter. Look at the best of all that is there and pick up that and leverage on that. That's it.
No, I think I agree to everything what Vijaya said, but I have one point of disconnect when she referred to all of us as oldies. So we are yet to reach that phase which is there. So you're muted.
I just meant me. You and Subrat are sorry. You and Sudakshina are young. I'm becoming an old lady now, I guess, but still
Not
young
at
at heart.
all.
Yeah. Still young at heart. So yeah.
Yeah. So on that note, while we have already crossed the 1 hour time frame which we had kept, still we'll be happy to take few questions. So all of you in the audience, if you have got some questions which you think you may want further clarity upon, or something which the honorable speakers forgot to touch upon, here is your time to shoot the questions. Go ahead. So Rima asked, I want to ask that as we are doing virtual internship, so will there be any effect in future as a fresher?
Okay, I'll take the question. So Rima, I don't see there would be, as I said earlier, also all of you are in the same boat. So I don't see there would be an impact in terms of job opportunity or you not being faring well in the interviews in the future. But yes, I would also recommend each one of you, wherever you're located, if possible, then please look out to do some live projects once things open up. Live projects at least means visiting an organization, even if it is for a month's time, even if it is for a couple of like maybe a month or a 3-4 weeks time in your nearby, just to make you familiar how does the organization operate, especially for freshers. That might help, and that might kind of get your uh, get you more geared for getting a facing the interviews. But please use that time.
Okay.
Just want to add to what Sudakshina said. In fact, if you are located in the same city where your organization is, with whom you are currently doing your virtual internship, it may be a good idea to actually visit your project guide and your project sponsor once things normalize. It will be good to have to meet those individuals in person as well. So do that too, wherever possible, of course.